Hello, Peter. Well, I've read your book and I admire the work you're doing. The abundance you talk about, I come to it from a spiritual angle, as in this abundance that is upon us. It's almost here, was promised in the scriptures thousands of years ago, 2000 years ago, and since the Jews have refused to accept that Jesus was their long awaited Messiah because their description of the Messiah, as they read in their scripture, talks about a king of all earth who brings peace and prosperity everywhere, as in abundance. You use the word abundance. So that's the angle I come from. It's not just about material prosperity. It has to tie into the spiritual angle, and that is my interest in what you stand for, what you write about, what you talk about. Very accessible. You show up in my inbox. And like I said, I've read your book, I've watched many of your videos, not just of you talking, but you talking to other people, other tech leaders. So this job is of great interest to me, head of community. Yes, it is digital, and I'm an award-winning digital marketer. I have the equivalent of an Oscar in digital marketing, as in I'm very good with the digital medium. But like even offline, I have a track record of having been a leader, having led teams, won elections, things like that. Been in 2005, I was the only Nepali across the US who did full-time work for the democracy movement in my country. And a German radio called me Robin Hood on the internet. So this was, the mother of all head of communities. Like it's not about getting a few hundred or a few thousand tech entrepreneurs together. This was about millions of people in a country the size of Iraq, wanting liberation. And so it's a high tech, high touch combo. You have to have both. I believe I have both. And in my statement that I submitted, I go into the details of what I've done before. And I'm a very Googleable person. You can Google my name up and my blogs, different things show up. I have a few different active blogs, including a tech blog. I've been part of the tech scene on and off since the first dot-com boom. Meaning, I remember excitedly getting my Hotmail address, and I've been one of the early people to sign up for a bunch of things, all the way to, I don't know, LinkedIn. When was that? Early 2010s or whenever that was. So Coinbase, one of the early people to sign up. So I think it's an interesting position you have. So my availability is immediate. My location right now, I'm in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And let me tell about it, Santa Fe, if you haven't been here. I've been to 48 states, all except Alaska and Hawaii, big cities, small towns, and everything in between. And I've never seen a city quite like Santa Fe. I just moved here a few weeks ago from the East Coast, and this is where I'm at. And I believe I can get the work done from here. I'll prefer to just keep being here, although, we can talk about it. And my written statement has the rest of the things about my involvement in tech startups and different things. I know a whole bunch of people who launched tech startups and went on to sell them, like Foursquare, Venmo. I knew two guys who launched Venmo from the very beginning. This guy Sam Lesin, who I was surprised. Like I got to know him, and then I was surprised when Mark Zuckerberg bought his company because I didn't know they were friends. I have 1 degree of separation from Binod Khosla. I know somebody who knows Binod Khosla very well. Chris Dixon at the Anderson Horowitz VC firm. I got to meet him a few times when he was in New York City. Fred Wilson, Brad fell in Colorado. Once I was in a BBC article that also included Brad Fell, the founder of Techstars, and Paul Graham, founder of Y Combinator. And so, yeah, I'm very into this impending age of abundance. And to me, it's not just about technology, and it's more about universal prosperity, and even more important, the fact that there is a very strong spiritual angle to it, which is the foundation of all great corporate cultures. So I look forward to talking to you.